Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to be teaching you some stretches to help you if you're suffering from front of knee pain. Now, front of knee pain is known usually as patellofemoral pain. It can also be known as runner's knee or jumper's knee. So I'm going to be taking you through a little bit about the quads muscles at the front of your thigh, and then I'm going to be showing you some stretches with a patient today. So let's take a look at the quads muscles. I'm going to show you on my own leg, and you can actually see there's an image up to the side here as well. But the quads are actually named after the four muscles here. So quads, there's four muscles. There's a muscle in the inside part here, fancy name, Vastus medialis. Muscle on the outside part here, all these muscles attached to the kneecap, Vastus lateralis, and a big muscle here in the middle called rectus femoris. Now these muscles have been shown in studies to become tight in people that develop kneecap pain. And part of the problem is these muscles all come down and attach to the kneecap, which attaches to a tendon down the bone here. But what these muscles help to do is keep the kneecap or the patella in a position that helps it float in a special groove on the knee, on the bone underneath it. Now, if some of these muscles aren't working as they should in a balanced manner, the kneecap can move to one side or the other. Now, when this happens, it usually happens with the kneecap moving to the outside, and that's why we're going to be really focusing on a special stretch that I'll show you in a minute to stretch the vastus lateralis, this muscle on the outside. Now you can see in the x-ray that I've got on screen at the moment, when the muscles pull or when the kneecaps track laterally outside, they can really compress down on the knee joint, and that's what causes that pain and inflammation. This is a severe osteoarthritis image that you can see there now, but you can see that over time that's what can actually happen. So we're going to try and move those kneecaps back into the midline by stretching the outside. I will also cover how to strengthen the inside muscle in a future video. If you'd like me to, just let me know in the comments below. So let's get started with our stretches now. So there's two mistakes that people commonly make when stretching out their quads if they've got front of knee pain. The first is to kneel. So kneeling obviously presses the patella or the kneecap against the bones underneath it. And if you do your quad stretch like this, you can see you're pushing the bone or pushing the kneecap into the bones underneath, as well as leaning your weight on that. So it's going to really make that kneecap sore. So that's the stretch not to do. The other mistake people make is doing the classic quad stretch with the heel right to the bottom. And again, you can see that's pushing my kneecap right into the soft cartilage and the bone underneath. So let's go into how to stretch these in a modified way to actually make it a bit more comfortable for your kneecap. So I'm here with Darcy today. Thanks for coming in, Darcy.
All good.
I'm talking to Darcy about his knee pain and how he's stretching out his quads. So he's just been showing me how he typically stretches his quads. Can you just show me, Darcy, how you normally stretch your quads? So again, the classic way I was showing you with the kneecap pushing against the bone underneath. So let's take the foot down. And what we're going to do is two stretches, Darcy. The first one is just modify the way you're stretching that so it doesn't press the kneecap against the bone underneath.
Right.
So what I want you to do is take the foot up, but this time don't take the heel so close to your bottom. Take the leg back a bit. This does get more of a stretch through the front of the hip. So bend the supporting leg a little bit, and to take that leg back a little bit away from your heel, away from your bottom, and the leg back. So I know it's stretching through the front of your hip. Just face your hips around and forward. But you'll feel that. Can you still feel that through the front of your thigh? Okay, that's great. So we're after that stretch. This is stretching that middle part of the rec fem a little bit on the lateral side, but it's still getting a quad stretch. Now to really focus it on this outside band that tends to pull the kneecap sideways, we're going to modify this stretch. So take your leg down again. Okay, so this time you're going to take your leg up, but you're going to hold it across with the other hand. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Yeah. So other hand. Okay, see if you can take the leg back. Okay, that's great. Keep the other knee soft, okay? So you obviously need something to lean on with these stretches so you can support yourself. How are you feeling with that stretch?
Good.
Where can you feel that?
On the side.
It's more on the side? Yeah, so that's really getting into that large, powerful contractor, that vastus lateralis. Now, you can take your leg down. Thanks, Daz. But what you could also do, if you can't reach around your ankle, is you could use a hand towel for these stretches or a towel that wraps around your ankle. So, could you maybe do a demo with the towel for someone that can't actually reach their ankle? And what kind of people with their knee pain can't do that? You can do this stretch like that, again taking the leg back that way, but it's a bit hard to hold sometimes, isn't it? So again, keep your hips facing forward, that's it, and take the leg back. So big hip stretch here, but also through the thigh, and again you could angle it around behind. Okay, so we've gone through 2 stretches today through your quads, basic through the front of the thigh and then the stretch for the outside of the thigh as well, by taking your heel not towards your bottom but back away from your body a little bit. So I really hope these stretches help you at home. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time.